Hi there. So it finished 4-2 today for us against Leicester. Your thoughts on the game?
It was honestly insane. It was our first Arsenal game ever.
Welcome.
We're coming from New York. I just moved here. And, they were dominating the game. Leicester had like 2 shots in the first half, 2 goals.
Scary.
Right? It was just, yeah. It was an insane ending. And, like, honestly, the crowd was incredible. Like, the vibes were incredible.
The chants were fun.
The chants were so fun. Yeah, it was just sick to be here.
Welcome to London.
Thank you.
So, first up, like you said, comfortable, 2-0 up. First goal by Martinelli, a player that's been under pressure. You know he's been having a bit of a bad patch, but he played well against Man City, and he carried that into today, got a goal and an assist. Hopefully now he can get more confidence and go on a run, of getting goals like he used to. He scored a lot of goals for us. Hopefully he can continue that now.
We love number 11.
Completely agree. He's honestly so important now, especially with Odegaard out. Like, we need more attack. And he was insane in the first half. Throughout the entire game. He's been really big for us. He's one of my favorite players. Like, I was so glad he got a goal. I was so glad he got the first goal.
The first one, yeah.
It was sick to see it live.
Yeah, and then Trossard, he's playing in a different position to what he normally plays in with Odegaard's injury. He's gone in and done really well, got that goal in the first half and then got that all-important third goal in injury time for us. He's been such a great signing. He's so versatile, and he shows that he's able to, no matter where you play him, he's able to get the job done.
Yeah. Literally, Trossard again, like the chant, it literally encompasses like his career at Arsenal. Like he's been insane. We literally were right in front of the goal when that happened. We were standing we were sitting at the north side of the stadium, and absolutely nuts. Like, the guy just delivers. The first goal, I thought it was hilarious. Like, when he scored it, he just had no it was just like another day for him. Like, that's just him. He's just consistent. He doesn't make a big deal about things, and he just does his job. And that's like what I love about him. He's incredible.
Yeah, then start of the second half, we gave them 2 goals, unfortunately. Do you think it was down to a bit of complacency? We're 2-0 up, thinking we're cruising?
I think so. We came into it thinking that this was going to be 3-4, pretty easy. And we were not even at watching the game in the stadium. We were getting a beer and watching it from there, and you could kind of feel like the crowd was just slowly getting back into it. I think Arsenal kind of sleptwalk into the second half because of that. The energy obviously was low because I feel like the crowd just felt like it was a comfortable game, and I think that kind of is how the players ended up reacting to it. And honestly, the energy in the second half after the second goal that Leicester scored was incredible in the stadium, and you could just see the flip switch for Arsenal.
And it put the pressure on it. It made the second half more fun.
It did, yeah. It was. Definitely too close and too scary. I preferred my first game to be 4-0, but the fact that they scored in the 95th minute, I can't really ask for more for the first game at the Emirates. It was incredible. It's the first time she'd ever watched an Arsenal game.
This is true.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It nearly gave us a heart attack, but
it
gave us great joy in the end. It is nice to get that late winner.
Exactly.
We saw last week it went the other way for us. We conceded that late equaliser. So it's football. It goes right until the last second until the ref blows the whistle.
That's what I'm saying. Last week we were on the other end of it. I was at a pub right down the street, and just incredibly depressing vibes afterwards. Obviously,
he was very upset afterwards.
But that's football. It's every week there's something different, and the team, they can do it. You saw them last week against Man City. We got this. We can give them a run for the money and actually unseat them. And I'm excited to see how the rest of the season unfolds.
Okay, and Kai Havertz today scored the 4th goal. He's a player that's playing as a striker. There's been a lot of talk that we need another striker, but he's got possession of that position and he's scoring goals continually. We saw when he came in last season as a striker, he was scoring. Then this season, he started the season really well. What's your thoughts on him? Do you think he's a player that can go in and get that big amount of goals, 20, 25 Premier League goals?
For sure. I feel like he's a poacher. He's always in the right place at the right time. I think when he first started last season, he was just working into the team, and for whatever reason, it's not like he's new to the Premier League, but for whatever reason, he just wasn't getting the right bounces. He didn't have his confidence. The fans were kind of on him, and understandably so. He was a big signing for us. That kind of he fell flat in the beginning, but you saw him in the second half of the season. Like he really came into his own. He got his confidence and he started scoring goals. And I think he can easily be over 20 goals. Like that's the type of striker he is. As long as he's got his confidence, as long as like the momentum's with him, he's gonna be fine. I mean, like he was in the right place at the right time. It wasn't pretty. It usually isn't with him and his goals, but like it was like effective, and that's what we need out of him.
He did his job.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for sure. So one last thing I want to ask you is just, it's still obviously very early days, but just looking at the Premier League title race now, we've had some difficult games, away ones, Villa away, Tottenham away, Man City away.
Yeah.
We're right at the top. We saw Man City dropping points today. We're leveling points with them. We've seen what they're like. They seem a little bit riled. You would say the way they're talking, their players. Where some of the things they're coming out with, it was really strange.
Yeah.
So also that news about Rodri being injured as well for the whole season. That's a big blow for them. So just like, what is your thoughts overall on the title race? Are you confident we can this season go on and beat them?
I mean, like I said last week, gave me a lot of confidence for Arsenal just being. They'll obviously be at the top of the table. It's just a question of if they can unseat Man City. But like you said, Man City just. It kind of felt like last week we were like actually getting under their skin. We were actually like. They actually felt like we were a true threat. And I mean, like with the amount of scuffles that broke out, like I just think that this is, if there's a season to do it, we're ready, we're seasoned, we have the right pieces. This should be our year, and I'm just ready to like see how it unfolds, and I'm excited for like this because I mean, obviously Arsenal hasn't won since 04. Like I haven't seen a championship since I've been like a proper fan. So. Living in London now, like I'm ready to see it. I hope I can bring them good luck.